Glad to have you join us again. It's still Business Breakfast on iBrand Television. Sumbo Badijuku, Public Affairs Analyst, joins me now live virtually as we do some analysis of some of the top business stories we're filing for you at this time. Mr. Badijuku, good morning, and it's a pleasure having you join me on the program.
Good morning. It's a pleasure always.
All right, so let's get talking now. The federal government has come out to say that they saved a total amount of 1.45 trillion naira from the proceeds made from fuel subsidy removal, and that's for the period of 4 months. The big question now is, despite the amount being raised or despite the amount being made from the proceeds of fuel subsidy removal, why is the federal government still going about borrowing? What's your thought on this?
Because they are still paying subsidy through the back door. And the market price of the product is still not stable. That is why we are still borrowing. And don't forget, there are some outstanding money that the government is using to pay the NNPCL.
Yes.
So the companies are using that savings to pay off the backlog of debt that is owing the NNPC. And when the situation is like that, it's like we're not actually making money that can be spent on budget to finance the budget. Though that has to do with oil, petroleum money, which is just one of the revenue source of revenue for the country. The tax revenue is basically what the government has been relying on, and the fact is deciding over the inception of this administration. And of course, that has increased, and they are even generating more than expected, to the extent that they can save some amount and only share 1 trillion, saving around 900 billion at times, 1 trillion at times. But as far as the subsidy money is concerned, it is still not saving for Nigeria yet, because there are so many backlog of debt that the government is owing. Don't forget last week, the NNPC was taking out to say that the government is still owing over 4 trillion naira in subsidy money. And now they are saying they have only saved 1 point something trillion, which if you look at it, we are actually not even benefiting from the subsidy removal.
Good, I like that. But my next question to you now is the government of the day truly transparent to Nigerians about this shenanigans they call fuel subsidy?
No government has been transparent, and this one is not an exception. And the reason is because you have an NNPC that presides over all this book balancing of the subsidy is concerned. And you have never seen the NNPC come out to publish these books. Neither has it been that they are accounting audited. You have this question, it's now a company.
Yes,
as
exactly.
a company, you are supposed to make the public know how you're faring.
Exactly.
And that is a company that is being positioned for private individuals to come buy shares.
Exactly.
They will not come and buy shares if they don't know how you are faring as a company.
Very
so if they are failures, they will begin to publish the details. People will meet facts and figures before they can develop interest in the share.
All right. Let's move on now to the next story now. The aviation sector now, players in that field are coming out and they are saying that they still have trap fund worth about $783 million. I guess in the past week or just this week, we saw the Central Bank of Nigeria doing some clearing of backlog of forex that needs to be taken care of. Now, despite that development being put in place, why are these people still having these issues repatriating their funds in the country? What's your reaction to this?
The fact that it has reduced to just 700 million is a welcome development. We're talking about transform that is over 10 billion dollars before. And that's created a very serious forex crisis for Nigeria.
Very true.
And of course, the government has been able to now to the CBN pay 10 billion out of it. What we have less is less than 7%. We used to have a backlog of funds, which is not encouraging investment. Because if investors are coming keep having that unemployment figure being put at 33% at some point, approaching 40% now. If we must bring that down and government cannot employ everybody, and the living environment must be created by the government to bring in more investors. And that's one of the ways to do that is to ensure that those who are already existing in the economy, who have been doing business, need to now do what? But be able to repatriate their funds. And when other businessmen are coming in and they see that, okay, if I put money in this economy, I'm not going to have issues repatriating my profits. They will come in. And when more investment comes in, that is more forex, and the SCPO will have enough resources to be able to clear the balance.
What, in your own view, would you say is bringing about this volatility in the Nigerian foreign exchange market?
Well, it's human needs, actually, and it's because of our over-reliance on importation. We don't produce or consume what we produce, and we don't produce what we consume.
Certainly.
And we rely on not just imported goods, but also imported services. And the more you import, the more demand. And don't forget, the dollar is the internationally recognized currency for international trade. And of course, when you have that, it means and more people are demanding, and you're not producing enough to generate this in your own reserve, there will always be pressure. And of course, we have created an industry in the BDC, the Bureau de Change operators. They become an industry on their own, and they also play a significant role in determining the exchange rate. And that's how we found ourselves in this mess until we begin to consume what we produce, and that will start from the government. The last supplementary budget, and even the one before that, we saw billions of naira voted for vehicles, official vehicles, SUVs for both the lawmakers, even the office of the wife of the president, and of course even the presidential yacht. These are items that will be imported. For the utility, we have car assemblies companies in Nigeria that are engaged in that could be patronage, but they still went ahead to import these vehicles. So when imagine the amount of dollars the importation will require. We are a religious country. We spend a lot of money on pilgrimage, and government sponsor this thing across the board. So these are some of the things. We have health institutions in Nigeria, but people will still prefer to travel abroad for headache or any form of body pain rather than patronize the local private hospitals, because if the government hospitals are not well equipped, there are private hospitals that are well equipped, but people will still not patronize them because they
Definitely.
the capacity to travel out. So all these things, then education is another thing, another service that we go across to demand for. And a lot of people, in the name of Japan, they go to the education house, and we are exporting every services, and we are making pressure to be on the forest, and that is why it is kind of unstable. Even though the government has closed the windows to try to reduce it to the higher window, and what does higher window is investors and exporter window.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Those who want to invest and those who want to export what has been produced locally. You understand? But what do we have? We are not exporting anything. We are just importing and importing. And it is not an window for import. And when there is a restriction for importation of things, they will go through the alternative, which is the parallel market. And of course, when more influx of people come to the agencies, they will begin to pay higher bidder. Then this corruption is another issue. A lot of people have stolen government money to trillions of naira, and they want to convert this money to dollars so that they see it to be safe and easy for them to launder abroad. Now, when they go to